you beautiful people, and welcome back to another reaction. And today, I have a confession to make. I have a confession to make to all of you. I know I said I would be doing only one BTS reaction a week, and that's because I don't really have much time, and I try and make sure the channel is as diverse as possible and keep everyone happy. But maybe that's changing, This week, I might just have to do two. Because, as you can tell by the title of this video, I have to do a BTS introduction. I've got to know their names. I've got to know more about them. I've got to do it. And you guys told me the best one for me to learn more about them is this video by Celeste. So all credit goes to her for this video. This video by Celeste on YouTube. Make sure you go check her out if you haven't already. All credit to her and her amazing channel. And yeah, I'm like, I'm dying to know more about them. But at the same time, I'm having a bit of a hard week, okay? It's a very hard week. I work full-time outside these. When I clock off my work, I make these videos. And the work's been a bit difficult this week. So, I need some BTS in my life. You guys know no one puts a smile on my face like these guys. And I need some of them in my life. So, after this introduction, I think I'm going to have to do another reaction to BTS is what I'm saying. And you guys have been telling me to check out the Tiny Desk concert. So, maybe that's coming soon. Anyway, enough of my waffling bollocks. Let's jump straight into, well, my introduction to BTS.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s. Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic.
I'm going to try and pause this video as little as possible, because otherwise we're going to be here for a long time. But I've noticed that a lot in my comment section as well. Like, BTS have one of the most diverse and expandable fan bases I've ever seen. It's amazing how many, and I totally get it. Like, me being like, with the music background I have and what I've grown up on music and who I am, it's crazy to think how much I actually love these guys. And it's simply because they just make me smile more than anyone I listen to. But yeah, I'll try not to pause it that much. I really want to learn about it. So this will be more of a watch along. You guys are going to get to know my reaction and I'll jump in every now and then. But I just really wanted to learn more about these guys. And you guys said you would be happy to watch it with me. So that's why we're here. This is more for me. I'm dying to know more about them. So let's do it.
And 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artists for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with.
I love that.
Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for Bangtanso년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescent. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members: RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members.
I'm gonna rewind that bit. Also, because I want this to like get like embedded in my brain. I want to know who they are, their names, and be able to identify them when I'm checking out these videos. Also, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I'm feeling way more emotional than usual. For those of you who watched a lot of my other videos, it's not uncommon for me to shed a few tears. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a bit of a softie, and I don't know what it is, but for some reason their message and what they stand for, and just literally like the fact that like it's music for healing, they just want to make people happy, and you guys have said that in the comment section, and what how I'm feeling is literally what they set out to do. And that's probably why they've got such an amazing fan base and amazing people around them. And all you guys have been so warm and welcoming. I don't know, it's making me feel all mushy and very emotional. So if I do start getting emotional, I apologize. I'm feeling it's getting to me. It's just amazing. It's just an amazing message. I love these guys. I'm still blown away by how deep they've got their hooks in so quickly, and just how different it's been from any music I've heard before. And I still can't wrap my head around it.
Members RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyo, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고, 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각됩니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
뭔가 내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러워. 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나.
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거는.
It doesn't sound corny at all. It sounds absolutely heartwarming to have a group of guys like this who just love each other, who have that bond and who just need each other. And you don't get that much these days. You really don't. I think that's it. Isn't it? It's just what they are. Who BTS are is just something none of us get anywhere else. We don't get this anywhere. This doesn't exist anywhere else with any other group, with any other band. They're just BTS. I think that's why we're all here, right? That's why the hooks were in so deep so quickly. It's because there's just no one like them.
Seems sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans.
This must have been so amazing for so many of you to like, because obviously for me and a lot of people in my comment section, a lot of you guys, a lot of people who are fans of them now, part of the army, I'm definitely feeling like I am. And for a lot of us, we're new, right? And for some of, like, I'm really new, brand new. And then for a lot of you, it's like a year or 2 years. But for some of you, you've been there since the start and you've seen them grow, and it must just be so heartwarming to see where they are now. And part of me is a bit sad I didn't get to be part of that journey, but I'm also really happy that I've got all of it to go back through and check out and be brought up to speed and be where you guys are as well.
They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the year,
I don't know if I'd be able to watch that one. I'm getting teary-eyed watching this. I'm such a wimp. Man, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm getting mega teary-eyed watching this. I think the other one would break me.
BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert.
I've seen
These
artists do
sales
this.
would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts.
I've seen a lot of artists.
In
do
a
that.
2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of armies alone, BTS were
That's you
able to beat
guys.
a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association, and as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans. Much of their work touches
Oh, what's going on? Man, I'm so emotional in this one. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. That's amazing. That's amazing. They do that. Literally, BTS are arguably like one of the biggest bands of all time. Easily, right? That in that sentence. That's easily true. And they do that. They literally release music for free. That's amazing. That's amazing. They allow channels like me to react to their content without taking down our videos. I literally have so many artists who, if I upload a video, will just be like, goodbye, and like just take the video down. And I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it. That video will never see the light of day. But BTS, no, they're more than happy. They love it. And when you get a band that's this big to do stuff like that, that is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I'm like, man, I love these guys, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look at me. This is so This is just amazing.
Free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans.
I love that they do
Much
that.
of the work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of the work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers.
These guys are just amazing. They release these music targeting all these issues that so many artists don't want to talk about, and so many big artists in today's world will use as like weapons against the youth in a way, because they'll talk about, you know, drugs and alcohol and women and all that sort of stuff in negative light, and just use it as like a weapon to promote everything negatively, to sell albums. And you get BTS doing the complete opposite. I'm really starting to love these guys. It's like, I really am. Also, it's freezing up here, look. You guys see that? I'm like a dragon in this attic.
Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details.
How many people these days, whether it's like giving money to a homeless man or anything, want to record it, want to put it on YouTube, want to like turn it into something? How many people do that? How many people, when they donate to charity, will make a big spectacle about it? But BTS will give money to charity and no one will ever know. These guys are as humble and as real as it comes.
One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide. On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change.
These guys are amazing. Also, one thing that needs to be pointed out as well is when you do 100% of your profits. So say for example, I bring out a t-shirt line. I got 100 t-shirts, right? And I bring out a t-shirt line, and I'm like, right, well, 100% of these t-shirts profits, 100% of these t-shirts profits are going to charities. I'm operating at a loss. That's like, I would be operating, for them to do that, for them to set up something and do 100%, they're running at a loss. That's amazing. That's amazing. And then battling climate change, these guys aren't just like fuel for the mind, you know, like healing for us and for the mind. I feel like they're literally like that for the planet. The stuff they're doing is helping everyone and the planet. I didn't know any of this. I knew none of this. I gotta take a moment. Gather yourself. You big wimp. Come on, it's fine. Let's go. This is just beautiful to watch. This is just beautiful to watch. I can't believe it's taken me this long to fall down this rabbit hole. And I just want to take this moment, if any of you are still watching this video, I know it's going to be a bit of a long one, just to say thank you. Thank you to all of you for just being so welcoming. It's amazing. The experience I've had of like checking out their music and just having the comment section filled with you amazing people just welcoming me to this community with open arms and so happy, and just thank you. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When ARMYs got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day.
Imagine having a fan base that you donate $1 million and your fans are like, well, if you're doing it, we're doing it too.
Of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world, with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것을 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로.
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment. They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
And that's it. I want to give a huge shout out while I still can. Let's give I've definitely got to like this video to Celeste as well. Thank you so much for making this video. So huge shout out to her. Man, I'm feeling so emotional. I need a second. Alright. Okay. Okay. I think I've composed myself enough. I just want to say... I don't even know what I want to say. The message, the positivity is something I literally felt straight away. I mean, you can see it in my first reaction. You can feel it in their music. You can feel the positiveness they're trying to spread to the world. And how diverse and open and expanding their fan base is. I mean, that should be evident enough of who they are. This world is like... It's so hard for a lot of us at the moment. So many of us are going through a lot of hard times. And it's been like that for the last few years especially. And, you know, you can have a lot of negative thoughts just grinding on you all the time. You can, all of us. And to have an outlet like this, to have the ability to be able to put on a 3-4 minute long song, and it just changes how you feel that day. It can just make you feel good, make your week better. The power of music like that, that is unmatched. That is so unique. And that is why I'm here. I love all music, whether it's heavy metal or rap or hip hop or opera. I will listen to anything that's good. Any music that's good in the world, I will listen to. And I'm so glad that you guys kicked my butt and sent me down this rabbit hole and opened my mind to this, because it's literally like a highlight of my week, in the sense that I just feel happy. I know that makes a lot of sense to all of you, because I asked you in the last video and you all got it and you were like, yeah, that's how we feel, that's why we're here. And man, they're just such a positive message. They're just such an inspiration, especially to young people. You know, all their donations to charity, all their inclusivity to all races and all beliefs and everything across the world. They really are role models for the next generation. I want to end this saying thank you for, one, making me go down this rabbit hole and opening my eyes, and two, just being the amazing people you are, because it's people like this community, this fan base, you guys right now, that are going to change the world for the better. The world is in a weird place at the moment, and with more people like you, in 10, 20 years time, we'll just look back at all of this as some crazy weird dream. So thank you. Never change. Don't ever let anyone tell you you have to, because you guys have just been so kind, and you guys are absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm a fan. I am a fan. I 100%. 100%. Man, I feel so emotional after watching that. Look at me, I'm a bloody mess. Anyway, I can't wait to hear another song. I love all you guys. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Look after each other and yourselves. Stay real. And as always, my friends, you will see this random, crazy British guy.